Hello all, it's Ben again at Stafford Station Engage, and this time I've been busy with this construction factory. So I'll just give you an overview of the buildings and some of the paraphernalia outside them. It's on like 2 levels. You've got this ramp going up to this second level here. Some detailing here, plus some weathering of the roof. I was going to do it in one part, kind of do this building first and then this building second in a separate video, but I kind of think you know, you kind of lose momentum with that really, so I thought I might as well try and get the whole lot done in one. Hope you like it. Some of the side factory detailing there, some things like that gas tank thing there, and also 3D printing the grid stacks there outside as well. So quite a lot of 3D printing in this one. But the main buildings are just general plasticard and embossed plasticard on top. So what I'll do is I'll do the usual and take you through the build from start to finish. Thanks. So I've recut the templates for this factory building and the yard, and I've redone the warehouse templates there. They were getting a bit manky, so this time I'm concentrating on doing this factory area, starting with this building. So I've got this quite good image on Google Earth. Obviously someone's taken a drone up and done this, so as you can see you've got the 2 factories there, and you've got this main produce which they do, which are these steel girders which they put in concrete flooring, I believe. So yeah, you've got quite a large yard there. Yeah, so you got like a map view here, and it just shows the hugeness of the site, and that was another consideration because when I originally did the templates here, it was too, well, it was, I kind of downsized it basically. I just thought it was too big, but I've decided to reconsider and do it in full size actually now, because looking at some of the images I took when I visited in January, I think it needs to be done full size really to do it justice. It's just such an interesting building, this part of it, and then you've got another view of it there. Yeah, another thing I want to do, which is prototypical, is raise the elevation here, because this part of the site is higher. Basically there's a ramp going up to it, and this is on ground level. So I've got some 2 pieces of 9mm ply, so I'll just raise it up to 18mm, and that will go all the way to the end. From this point onwards it raises up to a hill anyway. Yeah, so that's that'll make it slightly interesting because you'll have this on a higher level. So yeah, got some templates of the stacks to do, the little grids to do, and I'll have to do the embankment for this again. I'm focusing on this building first. I'll just go through a few pictures. You got the bridge there, the plan view there. Just gives an indication how big this is as well. And this is a view from the other side. So you've got this quite a tall structure, and then a lower one, and then a little side structure just behind it there. Yeah, quite an imposing building. Not as big as this one coming up, but still quite big. So this is a view looking down towards it, and you've got this ramp, and as I previously explained, it's going to be an elevation here, which I've been used by putting 2 pieces of 9mm ply down to make an 18mm elevation here. So this is actually on a lower level, on the ground level. So just walking towards it here, and that's the bridge. Again, that's the ramp. There's quite a lot of detritus about. You've got these wire coils and stuff, quite interesting to model. And then this is the end where you're coming around the side. again looking back towards the other building and the ramp there. And then this is the yard, and the back of the yard there. So as usual, from the previous section I kind of did an elevation plan, and this is the building in scale. So I've actually extended it a bit there to show the full length of 315 millimeters. So I've kind of added an extra bit on there, so that's a sort of side building. So that's your big two. That's your big building there, and then the smaller one. So well, as in the big roof and the smaller roof and the side section there. I've done a side elevation. That's your ends, and then that's the 18mm elevation there, and then that's that side and there. So I've made the basic carcass. Just give you an overview of that. So yeah, just give to push this back, it's so big. Push that back a bit. Yeah, I've had to do quite a lot of inner sections because for strength. So that's the side that has the elevation on, the 18mm side, and then you've got your ramp coming up here. So this is the front basically, and then you have some ramps going into some of the entrances here. Yeah, the next stage is to put the carcass roof on, and then do the corrugated metal sheeting. I've got quite a lot of 1mm striped embossed plasticard to do that, so that should be good. So I've done the carcass roof and I've embedded it into the top. Took a while to sand it in to get it in, and reinforce the bottoms there and everything. So I've started on the facing now, so I've done these this wall here which goes around the side. Doesn't go there because that's where the elevation is. So it's this wall here, and next I'm going to do the corrugated edging. You can see there as well. It's using this stuff. It's embossed 1mm plasticard. Put the corrugated embossed plasticard on each side, apart from this side where we've got the elevation, and I put some additional beading on here for this shelf and the surrounds of the doors, as per the picture. Haven't glued these doors on yet, but I'm going to paint now, so I haven't glued them on yet. There's still some extra detailing to do. Got drain pipes to do on here, on there as well, but it's getting there. Just putting it on the layout to see what it looks like in situ, and also on the plan. So you got the yard there, and you got the second building there. So I need to build up this elevation, as you can see there. It raises up here, and then you've got the ramp. Just a few shots of it. Doing this building on the left now. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of it done already. So I've got the big part of it already faced with the embossed plasticard, and doing the structure now for this extension building here with these roofs on. So you kind of get an idea of how I've structured it. It's got this big window on the front. It's got the mitering there as well. Just give you a picture of the plan. So I took some photos as well of the building. So got this nice overview one here of it, and this one as well. So this is that window at the front that I've just mentioned, and then that's the other building, and then a side view of it there, and then that's the front with the windows. and then that's the back of this building here. Has actually got a door in it as well. Yeah, so I'll continue putting the top on that and getting the corrugated facing on. So completed the main carcass for this part of the second building, which is there. I haven't actually glued this roof on yet because I've done it so this glass panel slides in from the top, so I want to do that last. But yeah, got the main carcass there, including this angled back. I've also done this brick building, which you can see in the photo. So I've yet to do the windows, which I'll 3D print. That'll be quite interesting. Also doing some of the detailing as well around it with this pipe work, etc. So yeah, get on with covering this next with the corrugated embossed plasticard, the roof and the sides. Got the embossed plasticard on the roofs. Just a view of the front there. And got some of this outer edging on the entrances and the gables. Just a view of it there with the little building. What I'll do now is just put it on the layout just to see what it looks like in situ with the other buildings. Just a view in situ of the latest stage on the buildings. Still quite a lot to do. The next thing I want to do is a little sub building just here, sticks out. That's next to do, and then after that I want to do the hard standing, which will be 1.5 high kind of grid, which I'll fill with grouts, which will go also here for this road. And the hard stand will extend over there. Yeah, so that's next. But yeah, making progress. Right, I've just put the framework in, ready for the hard standing, which is my usual method of using grout, which I smear over the top of this. This actually just maintains the height, so I can just then put a spatula over it to get a smooth surface. I've also had to raise these on 1.5mm as well. Overview of that. There's this piece here which decided just to fill in with 1.5 plasticard as a complete block, and there was any point just creating a grout hole basically, so I've left that. Yeah, so the grouting next. I've done the grout now for the surface here, and I've also done the edging here, and I've also started on this kind of extension building here, which is this one. I've yet to do the 3D printing for the windows, but it's a whole line of windows there to do. I've also put the edging on here, and I've also done the ramps. I've which is here basically. So this is the main ramp here that goes into this section here, and then there's these smaller ramps here I've done. So yeah, there's also the fencing for the ramps to do now, so probably 3D print those as well. But we're nearly at the painting stage now, so let's give you an overview how it looks so far. So I'm at the painting stage now, and I've already painted the roofs of the 3 main buildings, and I'm just at the stage of masking off for these corrugated windows here. So this one is this one here. As you can see, we've got these here. So I'll be painting them a kind of a similar colour, like a brown colour for these. Quite a lot of masking. So this one here is this one. I've already weathered the roof there, so I'll do a similar thing there. So that's to do. This part of the factory is quite interesting. It's got all these corrugated panels which have been patched. So I just thought it'd be quite interesting to emulate this. So on the big factory, I've masked off the areas where I'm going to just paint up the patched up panels there. So I'm going to do a cream on these, a bit like that. So I've already done 2 divisions there already. And then once they're done and all the different colours are on, I'll probably use a rust colour to get the weathered effect there. Just spraying the main roof now. I'm just trying to get some of the effects I can see in this photo here. Quite a lot of the filth effects of that roof, plus a bit of green going on there, as you can see. So just done a mixture of humble colours just to try and emulate that really. Yeah, quite pleased with it. Quite like the green on the edging. So this is where I'm at. I painted the core buildings. Just give you an overview. Got a bit of rust weathering on that section there. Got the windows in there, and the weathering on the roofs there, and on this building as well. Next stage is to now do all the detailing. I'm going to 3D print the fence that goes on here. I bought some ratio end gauge palisade fencing for the front as well. And then there's a hell of a lot of detailing here. There's like a pipe that goes across here, and a pipe that goes across here to like a gas supply cylinder here, so that'll be quite interesting. We'll get on with that. Some of the tinkercad I've been doing on the factory, so you've got these windows, you've got this outflow pipe with its stand, you've got this gas tank here, and you've got this ramp fence, and these biffer bins, and these various wire coils here as well. So yeah, quite a lot of 3D printing for these bits and pieces. Just doing some of the piping detail on this factory side now. So that's my model there. I've got some 1.2mm diameter rod, and I've 3D printed some little fixings here, got little holes in so I could thread them on, and then I've got another little 3D printed L shape there, so that'll go on there like that. I've also done the roof of this building here, so I've got the little gas tank there and this, so that'll go on there. So eventually look like that, plus I've got another cable coming off there like that. Yeah, so converted a container, 20-foot container there as an office, which you can see in the photo there as well. I've also started to work on these stacks as well, these grid stacks. Quite difficult to 3D print. I had all sorts of issues with this, getting this to 3D print, probably because there's just so many vertexes and lines and stuff. So what I've decided to do is do the top section and then do the bottom section separate and put them together. The bottom section's a bit simpler. Yeah, so I'm going to have to 3D print quite a lot of these. So I've got those there so far. So this is where I'm at the moment. As you can see, I'll put the pipework I 3D printed on the building there. Just give you a close-up of that, and painted it up. And some more 3D printed elements as well. Like that pipework there. And some of the detailing here. In addition, I've also painted some of these stacks as well, these metal stacks they use for concrete flooring. There's more to come. In fact, I've printed a load more off here and tried to stagger them a bit to get a bit more realistic effect. Another thing I've done is I've lowered the ramp section. So before, it was 2 of these 9mm plies that made up the ramp, but I found it too high. So I've ripped up the 9mm section on top, which is a bit of pain because I'd already done all the floor for it, the grout and everything. So I had to completely take that section out and replace it with a 6mm MDF section and put it on top. But I think overall, I think it was worth it. The prototype is a lot lower, so in effect it's been lowered by about 4mm, and I've had to redo that ramp there as well. I've also done the fencing for that. There's also some additional 3D printing I'm doing at the moment, which is some detailing around this area as well. And I've also prepared this, which will go there, which is a grassy embankment. I've just done some mod rock plaster work there, so I'll paint that up and grass that, and all this area here needs static grass putting on. Yeah, so still quite a bit to do. Yeah, quite pleased with it though. I'll just give you an overall view of it so far. Right, that's the completed build. Got all the 3D printed bits done. Just giving you the close-up view of that, the 3D printed aspects. And all the greenery's done as well. Got some static grass on there as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. The next thing I'm going to concentrate on, which is one of the things that drew me to Lichfield in the first place, is 2 huge warehouses, which I remember going flashing past on the train. So there'll be 2 big warehouses there, so that's probably what I'll concentrate on next. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.